Alright, let's see what they've got today. I think they still got books I left here last time. Yeah, I left that one and this one last time. Let's add some more. I don't know. Oh, I didn't even notice there was another shelf here. I've been coming to this library for a while. Over here? I don't know. That's the thing. This thing's getting kind of full. The Bailey's Little Kids, and Rainbow Magic, and this book which just wasn't that great for me. Alright, so here's our contributions, and then I'll put this one back down here so the kids can see it. Alright. I know I haven't made a video about actual books I've read. I'm almost done with the book I'm going to read, but I got more books, like usual, so went to Goodwill to get a ton of clothes. I can't even show them all because I needed a new wardrobe. To start out with, I found 3 new Bailey School Kids books that I didn't have. I found this one, The Dollhouse. It seems like it's a historical thriller. It's kind of got a little bit of everything, and I like a good historical fiction. And I actually think my friend Jessica has this book. I'm not 100% sure. She likes different kinds of genres than me, but that is one of the ones I found. And then I found this book called Night Books, and it is really up my alley. It's just a fun little book, but it says Alex has loved scary stories his whole life. Now he's trapped in one. Basically, he's like kidnapped or something, and the person who kidnapped him wants them to tell scary stories. It kind of reminds me a lot of Coraline, because it says somebody that he's trapped with has the bone keys that lead back to their world, and they're trying to survive. It kind of reminds me of the Other Mother in her games of like trying to survive, especially with the other ghost kids. It's kind of what it reminds me of. So I love Coraline. Neil Gaiman is kind of in the same realm as Stephen King for me, where he is not the best writer. He's better than Stephen King in my opinion, but he's not the best writer, but his ideas are really good. When I read Coraline, I was so disappointed, but I love the movie, so I love that story. I got a 3rd Wayside School story. These used to be my absolute favorite, and I didn't know there was a 3rd one. It says Wayside School Gets a Little Stranger. It sounds familiar, but I don't think I've read it. I have Sideways Stories from Wayside School and Wayside School is Falling Down, but I haven't had this one, so I'm interested to read that. Also, super excited, I got 2 Mary Downing Hahn books. When I was little, she was my absolute favorite scary writer. She really knows how to write scary stories for kids, so super excited to find 2 of these that I've never read, although The Close for the Season looks kind of familiar, so maybe I've read it, but I don't think I have. So even if I haven't, it's all good. And then I got this book called Escape, Children of the Holocaust, where it says, based on extensive first-person interviews, these and other documented accounts of young people who survived the Holocaust are true stories you'll never forget. And we've already been over my fascination with concentration camps and the horrors that people can do to each other. Lastly, well, almost second to last, it's gonna be a lot shorter of a video than before. I got Thrillers and More Thrillers, which is selected by Robert Arthur, and he has 3 other books. It says Ghosts and More Ghosts, Mystery and More Mystery, Spies and More Spies. So he must just make collections. I just saw a meme the other day where it was like, I'll have to find it and insert it. I think that's why I like short stories, because they are very impactful, because you do have a shorter story to really make an impact, and if you're able to do that successfully, I think it's really good. That's why I love Ray Bradbury. Now, also, you can see my new Nancy Drew collection has grown. I'm missing 10 books. I'm so excited. And you can also see my Sarah J. Maas A Court of Thorn and Roses series up there, minus the last one, which is behind you, because I'm reading that still. I'm almost done. I found the whole set of A Throne of Glass, and I am so excited. Which also, I thought this was the first book, but apparently this one is. I don't know, based on the way it's listed in the front. all brand new, probably only read once. They had the Target stickers on there, and it says like 20% off if you have your red card, which I don't know anybody that does. But on the back, they're $19 a piece. There's 8 of these apparently, and so I got this entire series for $45. I almost didn't get it because that's a lot to spend at Goodwill, and like I said, I got a ton of clothes because I need a whole new wardrobe. These little books were just ones I just happened to look for because I was really looking for the series, and I just happened to find they had a lot of good books over there. They had a lot of books that I really liked and have read before, but I didn't need them because either I already have them or I just don't need them. But that was a really good Goodwill find. But I looked it up, and these Throne of Glass books apparently are like easily over $100 for the whole set, and I got it for $45. So after I looked it up, I was like, okay, because I was at the counter and they were behind the counter, so people couldn't just pick and choose them. And I was like, let me do some research real fast. It was like $100 to $130 on average. I didn't really look that hard because I was literally at the checkout counter, but it was enough to be like, okay, this is a good deal. So I brought it home, and my fiance just stared at my books. He's like, I thought you were buying clothes. Yeah, I was. I found some other stuff too, but mainly that. And so I was like, well, you know, I only paid $45 for these, and they're usually $100. He's like, oh, so you saved money. And I was like, yeah, exactly, you get it. I don't think he gets it. But this is the next series that me and my best friend are going to read together after we finish the last, what is it, Court of Silver Flames, whatever the last ACOTAR book is. We've only got, I think, one more section, but she hasn't finished, so the most recent session, so I'm waiting for her to finish, and we'll talk about it, and then we should just have one more series. So the fact that I was able to get these, because what I did with the Court of Thorn and Roses was I bought them one by one, and they get expensive that way, especially because they're popular and newer. So that was a find. That was a really good find, and I just had to share like right away. But yeah, so I just had to share with you guys. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time. It should be just a couple days and I'll be done with that book. I mean, I'm pretty close to being done. So, all right, thanks. Until next time.